Shunmyo Masuno, The Art of Simple Living, 100 Daily Practices from a Japanese Zen Monk for a Lifetime of Calm and Joy. Embark on a journey of inner tranquility and simple living with the enlightening book summary of The Art of Simple Living, 100 Daily Practices from a Japanese Zen Monk for a Lifetime of Calm and Joy by Shunmyo Masuno. Explore the key highlights and message from the book summary as we delve into principles of Zen Buddhism that can bring harmony and joy to your interpersonal relationships. Uncover valuable insights on cultivating contentment through a minimalistic lifestyle, nurturing vitality through healthier habits, and rediscovering the power of nature and art. This inspiring and insightful summary promises to educate and engage the readers, encouraging them to make simple yet effective changes that can enrich their lives.
Transforming attitudes. The book emphasizes that transforming our attitudes is the key to getting along with people. The author, a Zen gardener, suggests that appreciating a person's unique qualities is essential to building harmonious relationships. Rather than focusing on their negative traits, we should concentrate on their good qualities and deepen our connection with them. Zen Buddhism teaches a more joyful approach to relationships through the philosophy of Ichigo Ichi-e, which means that every social encounter is precious and should be treasured. Finally, the author advises that when a connection falters, we should not try too hard to make it work but instead focus on blossoming into happiness, attracting the right people. Simplicity is the key. In a world that propagates excessive consumption and greed, Buddhism provides an alternative way of living through the concept of chisoku, which means, be satisfied. The idea is to reject greed and embrace a simpler existence that involves having only what we need, but loving and treasuring everything we own. Living a simple life is different from living a frugal one because it means being content with what we have and not constantly buying more. It involves using what we already have and being imaginative with it, like the Zen gardens in Kyoto that use creative arrangements to evoke the sound of a mountain stream. By embracing simplicity, we can find peace and contentment without spending too much money or causing ourselves unnecessary pain. We should hold up our frustrated hopes and dreams and ask ourselves if we really need them to come true. Simple ways to increase your energy. Discover how changing your habits can help you feel more invigorated and vibrant, from going barefoot to reducing meat intake. Are you feeling run down and lacking energy? Do you wish you could feel more revitalized without having to take a break from your busy schedule? In this book, you'll learn simple and effective ways to increase your energy levels. One surprising way to boost your energy is by going barefoot. The practice of monks walking barefoot every day builds up their body's strength, which helps them avoid getting sick. While it's not practical to walk around barefoot all the time, wearing thong sandals can still help stimulate pressure points in your feet that connect to your internal organs, leading to increased vitality. In addition to changing your footwear, adjusting your diet can also have a significant impact on your energy levels. By consuming fewer animal products and focusing on vegetables, you'll feel more peaceful and clear-headed, and your skin will appear healthier. Increasing your vegetable intake gradually and making them the star of your plate at least one day a week can be an excellent first step. If you're still looking for ways to boost your vitality, try doing more instead of less. Instead of simply buying a cup of coffee on your way to work, try making your coffee from scratch using firewood you've gathered and boiled water from a fire that you've made yourself. This will require more effort, but each step of the process will invigorate you and leave you feeling more fulfilled. By implementing these small changes into your lifestyle, you can increase your energy levels and feel more vibrant and alive. Changing your morning routine. Adjusting your alarm clock and devoting time to calm activities like cleaning and tea can calm your mind and heart, making you less busy overall. Do you always feel like you're too busy to do anything? Has "I'm fine, just very busy" become your automatic response to "How are you?" If so, it may be time to make a change, and it can all start with your alarm clock. According to this book, simple changes to your morning routine can bring calm and focus to the rest of your day. Though you may think your busy schedule is the problem, the Japanese character for busy is actually made up of symbols meaning lose and heart. In other words, when you say you're too busy, you're really saying your heart is too full to take on anything else. That's where waking up a little earlier comes in. Setting your alarm just 15 minutes earlier each morning can give you time for a peaceful cup of tea or coffee, maybe even near an open window where you can hear the birds greeting the sun. For those 15 minutes, you can free your heart from busyness and start your day with a sense of serenity. Cleaning your space can also have a calming effect, borrowing from the example of Buddhist monks who cleanse their surroundings each morning. Though their spaces are already clean, they believe that the act of cleaning clears and enlightens their minds. By focusing on small things like your shoe collection, you can bring this same mindfulness and orderliness to your daily life. Overall, the message here is that small adjustments to your morning routine can have a powerful effect on the rest of your day. By starting your day with calm and purpose, you can free your heart from busyness and make the most of each moment. Art, Zen, and self-discovery. The book highlights the power of Zen art, which can inspire personal reflection and self-discovery. It advocates for calligraphy and artistic expression as a means to inner peace and fulfillment. The world of art can be intimidating, often associated with exclusive galleries and high price tags. However, the book emphasizes a Zen approach to art, one that reveals the power of artistic expression in one's life. The key message is that art and calligraphy can improve people's lives in simple yet powerful ways, and great Zen artists can teach valuable lessons in finding joy in practicing these art forms. The book explores the reflections of 15th-century Zen monks Ikkyu and Sesshu, known today for their artistic calligraphy and exquisite paintings. While highly prized, these remarkable works were not created to be appreciated by others, but rather to help the artists connect with their true selves. The real value of Zen art is to allow the artist to express the essence of his or her character. The book encourages readers to embrace their own journeys of self-discovery by practicing calligraphy or painting, reminding them that no one needs to see their work to derive benefits from it. With a Zen mindset, they can move their pen or brush across the surface of the paper with great care, discovering more about themselves in the process. The book also explains the simplicity of becoming a Zen artist, only requiring a few tools like a single pot of ink. The viewer of a Zen painting imagines all the other colors, allowing their imagination to fill in the gaps. Readers can appreciate Zen art without making their creations and bring powerful art into their lives by hanging calligraphy in their homes. In summary, the book advocates for calligraphy and artistic expression as a means to inner peace and fulfillment. The book emphasizes a Zen approach to art, which can inspire personal reflection and self-discovery, encouraging readers to embrace their own art journey. Nature, the key to a Zen lifestyle. Learn how integrating nature into your daily routine can bring you joy and help you lead a more wholesome and balanced life. Do you feel like you're stuck in a rut because of your daily work routine? If so, integrating nature into your life might be the solution you need. The author suggests that taking a short walk every morning can show you that every day can be refreshingly different from the one before. Nature is in constant flux, and nothing stays the same. This is a lesson we could all learn from. Nature's cycles hold lessons on how we should live our own lives. If you tend to dwell on your past mistakes or grievances, nature shows us that there's no point in worrying because each day brings change and renewal. We should focus on the present and the future and not dwell on the past. You can also start communing with the natural world on a smaller scale. You can create a miniature garden in your own home, on your balcony, or a window ledge. The author suggests that we conjure up a mental picture of magnificent mountains and churning rivers to gain inspiration. By doing so, a corner of your home will be transformed into the landscape of your imagination. By integrating nature into our daily routines, we can find joy, serenity, and peace in our lives. The natural world is always there to provide us with lessons and inspiration, and all we have to do is open our hearts and minds to it. Carpe Diem. Opportunities are finite, so don't delay growth, embrace your mortality and make the most of your limited time. In a Zen parable, 2 plum trees serve as metaphors for seizing opportunities. One tree blossomed because it spent the winter growing its flowers, while the other waited until the summer breeze to start preparing its flowers, only to find out that it was too late. This story illustrates the key message that time and opportunities are limited, so it's important to make the most of them. People tend to delay personal growth, assuming that they will always have more time for self-improvement in the future. But Zen Buddhists believe that life is finite and that death and rebirth are 2 sides of the same coin. By considering death as a certainty, we become more aware of the limited time we have and motivated to achieve more. We should strive to be like the first plum tree and waste no time in helping our flowers to bloom. To do so, we need to embrace our mortality and think about how we spend our time. If we knew we only had 6 months to live, we would likely start ticking things off our bucket list and making the most of our time on Earth. We should all learn to make the most of our time, as our lifespan is predetermined, and we never know how much time we truly have. In conclusion, the value of our lives does not depend on how long it lasts, but how we use the time granted to us. We should not wait until tomorrow to start working on our goals and living life to the fullest. Instead, we should seize every opportunity available to us and remember to make the most of our limited time.
Through the summary of The Art of Simple Living, we have journeyed through numerous Zen Buddhist principles that can help create a balanced, content, and joyful life. These teachings have offered valuable insights on transforming our attitudes towards other people, embracing minimalist living, and finding renewed energy through healthier habits. The importance of a mindful morning routine, as well as incorporating nature, art, and calligraphy into our daily lives, has also been emphasized throughout the summary. In conclusion, the key takeaway from this inspiring work is to consistently reflect upon and value the importance of our finite time and the opportunities that life presents. By incorporating these teachings and practices into our lives, we can navigate through a world of chaos with inner calm, joy, and wisdom.